Well, here comes Cruz Pedregon, the #1 qualifier for the Mopar Mile High Nationals, with what he says was the run of his life. He will go up against Jeff Diehl. Whit Bazemore.
Well, we're with John Force, and John, you're getting ready for this run. Little problem yesterday, but man, that's nothing for you, what you've been through your whole life. You just put that right out of your mouth, out of your mind, don't you?
Yeah, sometimes. Well, we've all been through it, Bazemore. Right now, what I got to focus on is going A to B on this racetrack. You can't read the dragsters. Tried to read Mike Neff. He was in trouble too. So, nope, we put it yesterday. Can't do any good to think about yesterday. Besides, I'm so old, they can't hurt me anyway. It don't matter. I'm just going to go out there, put this thing A to B, and try to get around Tony.
And John Force is one of the best peddlers.
Jeff Diehl having a real bad problem here. They're leaking Diehl down. They're in there trying to fix it. Not sure whether they'll let him run. They got it. They got it.
Yeah, and they say it's okay with that leak.
Yeah, Dan Olson was over there looking at it, said they got to plug. Obviously, something was loose. They tightened it up, so Jeff Diehl's going to be able to make this run against Cruz Pedregon, who made that unbelievable run, that 4:09 elapsed time. But remember, he only did it one time in 4 attempts down this racetrack.
And for Jeff, that can't help your psyche at this point.
Well, he's got to put it out of his mind. He's got to just go up there and focus on doing his job and see what happens. Rolled in deep. Cruz still left on him. Oh, he's in
Cruz
trouble.
might be in trouble. Oh, boy. You talk about dodging a bullet right there, the #1 qualifier. He had his problems just before the line a little bit earlier, and I think Diehl would have had him.
Yep, that was a saving grace. It spun down track. I think what happens, it looked like Cruz's car pushed a little bit towards the center. It got a little bit loose. Cruz did a good job. He got out of the throttle before he crossed the center line, because that would have been an automatic disqualification. Now just put a cylinder out and drove the car over towards the center and spun the tires. Actually, when it spun the tires, put the cylinder out and drove it over. But Cruz did a good job to get out of the throttle and get the win, because that's all he could do.
And we mentioned that 4:09 run on Friday that he said was just spectacular. Best ever for him. This is it.
And we said it at the time. I mean, that thing was the finish line.